Hi, it's Kana. Welcome back to my closet. Today is going to be a little different kind of a video. This is kind of like my accounting video. So this is my beauty balance is what I'm calling it. Let me start at the beginning. So if you guys know me at all, you probably know that I am terrible at a low buy, no buy. I can't do it. Like, I did like a seasonal no buy and I didn't buy anything, but man, as soon as the time was up, I went nuts and bought a whole bunch of stuff. So ever since then, I've decided I'm not good at saying I can't do things. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just kind of the rebellious type. So that does not work for me. So we're not going to do that. Also, it's interesting, but this year, this summer actually, where I live, we had the worst air quality in the world for a little while because there were so many fires around me. I mean, there were like 15 pretty big ones and we were surrounded. I mean, our city was surrounded, but it wasn't like at where I live yet. It was like in the next county over, they were evacuating. So we were kind of on like a watch to be told that we might have to evacuate, but it never got to that point. Anyway, I was sitting down talking to my husband about that shortly after it happened. And we knew that we were going to be able to stay and everything was fine. Our house wasn't going to burn down. And we kind of had to admit to each other that we would have almost been relieved to be able to start over and to not have all the stuff, you know what I mean? And that to me is an indication that I just have too much. I have so much stuff that I don't appreciate it. I mean, I love the things I have, don't get me wrong, but at a certain point you can't see the trees for the forest, you know? So I think that motivates me more than anything to not purchase a bunch of new stuff all the time. So on that note, let me talk about my little system that I'm doing. And this kind of goes along with my Shop My Stash videos, because in that one, I'm trying to use everything I own before I use anything else. Like if, I can't have any repeats. So unless it's a Project Pan item, that's my one cheat. So if I really miss something, I have to put it in a Project Pan. So anyway, so we're going to talk about my numbers and where I am percentage wise, things that I brought in versus things that I've gotten out of my collection. I have my computer right here, so that's what I'm looking at. I have my spreadsheet here. It's extra, so yeah. Let's talk about the actual balance, and that would be the things that I brought in versus the things that went out. So anyway, let's talk about what I brought in first, because that's fun. Okay, so for the month of January, I brought 4 products into my collection. So first of all, I got the Lily Lash Glue because I couldn't find my lash glue. So I did pick this up. I needed it. I did end up finding my lash glue after all, but it's old, so I decluttered it. So this was one. And then I'm always on the hunt for perfect brow products, because like even now I've glued these babies up and they don't stay for anything. So I'm always doing that. I'm always looking for the next best brow product. And I'm still looking. I'm finding some good stuff, but I'm still looking for perfection. But anyway, on that note, I did get these 2 things. I've got the NYX Proof It and the NYX Brow Glue. This is like a primer and this is like a glue. I have the primer in today. It's pretty good. They're both pretty good. They're better than a lot of other things, but they're not quite it yet. But I will continue to use them. I do enjoy them. And then I got like a gift with purchase, free gift with purchase with the NYX. So I got the NYX Vivid Brights liner in Hot Dang. And I have used this and I do really like it. It works very well, and I didn't have a bright yellow, so that's okay. I have gone through and seen, like, I think I have 28 colored pencil eyeliners, which is excessive when you think about it, but I do use them, so I'm okay with it. I'm also okay with the brow products, so that's fine. Okay, so those are my 4 for January. That's everything I brought in for the month of January. Okay, let's talk about February. Because it's a lot. But the first 2 products I want to talk about, y'all, I can hear people right now judging, but just hear me out. I got the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector and the Becca Under Eye Brightening Setting Powder. I had to. I know Becca's going out of business, and I know that it's going to be September, but these are already sold out. At least this is for sure. So I had to pick it up because it was gone on Becca's site. Ulta was like running low. I'm like, okay, I need these. I need to buy some time before I have to find replacements for these. I'm telling you, these are the best. So I had to do it. I don't buy backups of things, but those I had to. And I have like this one here. That one's getting real low. So it needed replaced. I mean, they're right here. I use them all the time. And this is like, I mean, I don't know if you can see that, but it's right down at the bottom. That is almost completely empty, the setting powder. So those are the only things that I like under my eyes. You know, I'm pushing 50. And those are the only things that don't dry out under my eyes and correct the color without getting dry and weird. So I needed them. I bought them. Just saying. Well, don't judge me. But anyway, so I'm very happy with that. Next, what was I buying? Oh, I'll talk about this. So again, on the hunt for the brow products, right after I bought the NYX stuff, I saw these, and they are the Sensorium Brow Engineer. This is the Platinum, Bleached, and Ash, and I freaking love these. These are so cool. So they have like the you know, the wand in there, like the brush, but they also, you can squeeze out here the product and use it to cut your crease or whatever, use it as an eye base. So that's pretty cool. And I love these colors. They're really fun for just doing some different fun looks, which I really like to do with my brows. So those 3, I had to have all the colors. Probably didn't need them, but I ain't mad about it. But anyway, if you've seen my Shop My Stash videos, then you probably know I don't have a ton of brow products, so I'm cool with that. What else did I buy in February? Let's see. Okay. So I was trying to spend my points, just so you know, like everything but the Sensorium in February was free because I was just spending my points that were expiring. So what I did, I got the Becca stuff, and then I was like, well, let me get up to $125 worth of free stuff. You know, you have to spend it in increments of 2,000 to get the best deal, basically. So I try not to do stuff like that. Oh, let's get free shipping and then add a bunch of stuff. Like, I really try not to do that. But I did, and I'm okay with it. Because I got this Freckle Pen and I freaking love it. I used it today. Oh no, can you see my freckles from over there? But I love them. It's so fun. So I got the Freckle Pen from Lime Crime, and I am not sorry. I got 2 Lime Crime Venus liquid liners in Misty and Marigold. So, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. So these are, I'll just take one of them out so you can see what they're like. They're this kind where you have to like take it out and it has the little brush like this. So I love these. Like I said, I am a little older. And so we didn't have the pens back in the day. We just had these, and I actually prefer these. I know people say they have a hard time like getting a straight line with them because like their hands might shake and mess it up or something, but like I have shaky hands from a medication that I take, and I still prefer these. So I'm happy to have them. I love a gray. I don't have one, so that was exciting. The orange, I don't have a lot of liquid liners. I might even have to declutter some of mine here pretty soon because they seem like they're drying out. So like if you're seeing my wings right now, don't look at them because like I ran out on this side. It's pretty bad, but I don't care. Okay, again, free gift with purchase. They threw in this Kylie lipstick in the shade Nova, which is pretty, it's like a nude peachy color, so I'll try it. Why not? But anyway, even if I didn't buy the things, they count as the purchased items because it's not about the money for me. It's about what comes in versus what goes out. So it's about the balance, right? So ideally, I want my numbers to go down. I want the number to be negative for the balance. So I'm not trying to be zero. I want to be negative because I want more going out than is coming in. That is my low buy, no buy, right? Just to be conscious of the things I'm purchasing and of the behaviors that go along with it to some extent, to really just be thoughtful and think, you know, am I going to use this? Do I need this? Like, is it going to get used? Really is all that matters to me. Like, do I need any of it? Probably not. But, you know, is it something that I'm going to enjoy and use and be a valuable part of my collection? So that's important to me because I have a tendency to just buy a bunch of stuff, like with clothing. Oh my God. And that's coming up too. I'm going to do a video about that too. My clothes are out of hand and I'm trying to really cut back. So look for that. I know I said I was going to. I have been working on it. It just takes time to kind of go through everything. So I'll let you know. But anyway, so this is my life. This isn't just makeup. It's just me as a person and my behaviors in general about just like having all of this stuff. It needs to stop. You know, I go shopping when I'm bored. I look for things to buy. Well, I used to. I don't leave my house right now, but I look for things to buy, and that's such a weird thing to do. Like, I do it like people go out for coffee. I do that too, but you know what I mean? It's just, it's weird, and it needs to stop because not only is it an expensive habit, but I don't need to bring something home every time I go out, you know? I don't need to bring bags and bags of things home. I mean, here we go. I think I've worn these Eileen Fisher booties once. I mean, have I? Because they still have the tag on them. There's shoes I have never worn. My Docs aren't even broken in. There's some Coach tennis shoes that I've never worn. I have a problem. I know it. I'm working on it. So anyway, I digress. We're talking about my makeup here. Oh, sorry, hang on. I forgot March. March was just one order. I watched this video that Sofie did, and she had like these beautiful eyeshadows from the glam shop, and I had to make an order because they were stunning. So I got 10 shadows from the glam shop, and I haven't played with these yet, but I mean, this was my favorite one online. Let me just... It's like a pink with an orange shift. It's so pretty. So these are really delicate and they're really shifty, just kind of ethereal, beautiful things. So I'm just looking in the mirror over here, but I can't wait to play with these, but this will be like more of a topper shade. So I'm excited about that. We're just gonna leave her, she's pretty. Okay, now we can get to the totals. So I have purchased a total of 23 items. This quarter, I have decluttered 20. I have used up 9, so I have 9 empties. And I have a balance of -6. So that's successful so far, especially considering that 10 of the items are kind of like one palette, but that's 10 single shadows, they count. So I have figured out the percentage of things going out of my entire collection number, which is I think 818 items on here, and that's counting palettes as palettes. These are singles, so they'll count separately, but if it's an actual palette, it's just a 1 in my collection. I have them separately listed for my pan those eyeshadows, but for me, if I pan an eyeshadow completely and it comes off of that list, it's still in here. It's still one thing taking up a space in here because I still have like the physical palette, you know? So just panning an eyeshadow doesn't count as getting rid of something because I still have the rest of it. So if it's in the packaging, it's 1. So yeah, that's why I count it that way. For me, like I said, it's about the amount of things that are still around me and that I still have to deal with and look through. It's not about the money or how many pans of something I have. And I know it's different for other people and that's fine, but just this is for me in my brain, this is how it works for me. And for me, like everybody has different issues that they're dealing with, different reasons that they do this kind of thing. And for me, it's literally the amount of things that take up space in my mind and in my inventory. So the percentage of things that I have moved out of my collection is 3.55. So I've moved 3.55% of my items out of my collection, and I'm really happy about that. So anyway, there's that. Let's see. What do I want to talk about next? Anyway, if you guys have any questions about how I'm doing this or my shop, my stash, or anything at all, or if you just want to say hi, leave me some comments down below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If it was super boring and you hated it, give it a thumbs down. And yeah, that is everything. I will see y'all in my next shop, my stash video, which will probably be out like right after this one. So yeah. Bye.